And then when I looked down at my deck, as I was getting ready to move my deck, I seen all the right doors are opening for you. You are the best and I love you. Okay, so that's what Spirit is wanting the Divine Collective to know and focus on at this time. I know there's a lot of energy of like envy being projected onto the Divine Collective and hatred, and you know, people who are coming for you with ill intent or misjudging you, or you may even feel like you are misunderstood. Okay, that's why Spirit is saying envy feels like hatred, because really it is that they don't know how to perceive you, right? They don't know how, you know, it is that you move about in the world and your authenticity and being true to yourself and letting your light shine without worrying about how people are going to perceive you, what people think about you, if people support you or not, whatever the case may be, right? So when people can't label you or categorize you, they misinterpret you, or they choose to misunderstand you versus being inspired and asking themselves, why are they inspired by you, or why are they envious of you? But again, these are people who are operating from a low frequency, okay? However, that was the vibes. Let's get started, collective. That's what Spirit say. Lock in. Lock in. Stay focused. Remember that you are loved. Okay? Even when you feel alone, you're not alone, Divine Collective. Okay? What is that? If somebody could be trying to control the narrative here. Okay, this envious energy that's coming through, that's attacking the Divine Collective, they're trying to control the narrative. Okay, so they may be creating false stories about you, making up lies about you to get people to see you from illusions and different false perceptions of you. Okay, to create spells. They don't want others to love you, so they could be jealous about how other people do treat you or how you inspire other people. Okay, yeah, doppelganger. This person wants to be you. Or I'm even picking up there's a collective of people, like multiple people who are envious of you and want to be you. And they don't like how other genuine people may see you. They don't want others to love you. Yeah, organized stalking. So this could definitely be a group of people, and that's because you have ancient knowledge. You have activated your chakras. You are in alignment with the universe. You have obtained your access to the Akashic records is what I'm hearing. Okay. So these people can't figure out why you're so wise. These people can't, in groups. Okay. When I say people, I could be meaning groups. Okay. It's just a collective energy that I'm picking up on. Okay. But these groups, if it's an organized stalking situation going on, it's definitely more than one person. Okay, it could be a system. Yeah, these people are slaves to these forces, and they could be dealing with health issues as well, or trying to inflict some type of dis-ease upon you. So this could be energetically as well, to puncture your aura, to cause you physical ailments in your body to be imbalanced. Okay, my lashes back on. So they want to cause you health issues here as well, to have you become like a slave to your some form of disease that they're sending. That might come out in the cards. I got new level, new devil. So you're ascending, you're evolving. and they're wanting to put a hold to this. Yeah, I got mind architecture. So your inner structure, design, and organization of one consciousness. So you are definitely locked in with the divine consciousness of one. So the mind architecture shapes how a person perceives reality, processes information, stores memories, and constructs identities. Okay? So this group who is targeting your heart chakra, okay? Trying to bind you to this low frequency and keep your heart chakra out of balance. So keep you in like a overthinking frequency, bad memories, emotional pain, stress. Okay, so this is the physical ailments that they were trying to afflict on you. Okay, to keep you out of balance and your self-awareness distorted, right? Because we got mind architecture. So these organizations were very precise on how they wanted you to perceive your reality and process information. So they were trying to hijack your solar plexus, your heart chakra, and your root chakra specifically to keep you out of balance with the divine and out of divine alignment here. They wanted you to process information from a distorted perspective. Okay, thank you for the gifts. I see it. Memories, and construct your identity, and how you construct your identity. Right, so how you see yourself, divine collective. Using you as a possible scapegoat, so you may feel like you were the scapegoat in your family. Okay, these people never apologize, and they never wrong. Spirit say this is facts. And then we got infinite balance, as above, so below. Okay, so these are very sinister people. This is a very, yes, you're elevating karmic cycles here. These are karmics that were trying to tether you to this frequency that they operate from. Okay, they don't have access to the infinite and divine intelligence and balance because of this karmic cycle and karmic debt that they've acquired over many lifetimes. Okay, as above, so below. So they are what they are experiencing, and they wanted the same thing for you, divine collective. Okay, they wanted you to be a slave to this karmic timeline and to never elevate from this. That's why spirits say you're elevating karmic cycles. You're integrating these karmic cycles that they wanted to afflict upon you. And they really wanted you to be a slave. Like they really wanted you to just be another body, and they organized crimes and whatever the fuck else they got going on here. We're going to get to the bottom. Right. Coercive persuasion. So they never wanted you to trust yourself. They wanted you to doubt yourself and believe their coercive persuasions in your reality. Okay? The infinity symbol could be significant as well. To fly. Yeah, they didn't want you to fly. They didn't want you to soar. They didn't want you to... I got inverting sacred knowledge. And I had ancient knowledge out here as well. So they didn't want you to access this knowledge that is your birthright. This ancient knowledge, the same knowledge that they've been aware of the whole time. They just been inverting it and distorting it and using it for their own selfish gain. This doppelganger energy here, collectively and individually, to your experience. Yep. And this is why these systems is coming down. Spirit say you are love. Thank y'all for the gift. Spirit say you are love. These corrupt systems been inverting sacred knowledge and perverting sacred knowledge is what I'm hearing too. Perverting sacred knowledge. Spirit says stop complaining and move on. Okay, so stop giving your energy to people, places, and things that don't serve you. Okay, you don't have to convince somebody or try to talk somebody into being something that they're not. Accept them for what they are, and Spirit says move on. Okay, so more than likely this is giving me like energy vampire, narcissistic energy. Okay, they're never going to see it from your perspective. They're choosing to be chaotic. They're choosing to be misunderstanding. Okay, and praying on your vulnerabilities is here as well. You know, a person chooses to be misunderstanding. It's not hard to understand a person's point of view. It's not hard to do. Quantum leap is here. And generational curse. Okay, so you've anchored in this divine frequency within this generation. Okay, you've done the work, Divine Collective. And you've also are either in a process of a quantum leap or you've quantum leaped. Okay, and these people are just from your old timelines, old generational timelines, trying to re-anchor you to this karmic loop and karmic cycle that I have out here as well. Okay. Yeah, it's time to say no. No contact. You don't necessarily have to say no. Just be no contact. That is the no. Choose you every time. Yeah, they thought that they could play you like a fiddle here. Like you'll go along with the okie doke forever. Okay, so they exploited your sense of boundaries, your sense of autonomy, your sense of self. They didn't want you to go within and question the patterns that you were seeing within this generation or within this family dynamic. Their purpose was to keep you off of your purpose, is what I'm hearing. Something about forgiveness here. So they could have been playing on your forgiveness, right? Playing mind games with the crown chakra out here. So disassociating your feelings, feeling ungrounded or in psychosis, or, you know, them gaslighting you. Not want you to tap into that cosmic consciousness or Christ consciousness here. So they could have just been playing on your empathy, more than likely, and your sense of forgiveness and, you know, giving them another chance after chance. They don't deserve no more chances. That's what Spirit is saying. So it's time to put an end to this dynamic here, whatever that may look like for you personally. I'm also with this as above, so below. So as we are integrating and anchoring in divine frequencies within these toxic family dynamics, it is also happening cosmically as well. Okay. Yes, live within a wish fulfilled. Lack is definitely a illusion. Somebody could have a blocked root chakra here. You could feel constipated or being constipated. That's why your root chakra is blocked. Spirit says we all have choices. So don't make excuses for these type of individuals who choose to be diabolical. We all have the same 24 hours, quote unquote. Time is not really linear, however. We all have the same amount of time in the now to change, to question things, to evolve and quantum leap. Realign our frequencies. So don't make excuses for abuse here. Don't make excuses for these type of people who chooses not to change. Okay, everybody has a choice here. So drink plenty of water. Be still. Go within. Yeah, I have gang stalking here. You can feel like you're being gang stalked by this group. This coven is what it's given. Yeah, these are shapeshifters, demonic, manipulation, sorcery, and they fear the truth. So Your frequency alone, they're afraid of it. This is why they attack you, right? You're powerful. They don't attack you if you're weak and you're not a threat. Your frequency is a threat to them because they don't want to see the truth. They don't want to accept the truth. And they don't want to go within themselves. It's not your responsibility to force people to go within themselves. That's a waste of time and energy here. And they know they're not going to go within themselves. That's why they try to play you like a fiddle. That's why Spirit say it's time to say no. Okay, you are the generational curse breaker. It calls for you to depart. Okay, it causes for you. In most cases, you have to go no contact and leave people where they at. That don't mean you don't love them. I can leave you and love you at the same time. You understand? So they fear the truth. That's not your problem. Yeah, somebody's sleeping with the enemy here. So this could be a significant other, literally, right? Or physically. And this can also just be somebody who you are emotionally enmeshed with or connected to, who you confide in or trust. Sleeping don't have to necessarily be physically. It could be something going on spiritually here. I feel like collectively, all over the world, we have been in bed with our enemy. Okay, so just take that how they resonate. Know thyself. Thank you for the gift. You have to know thyself and believe in yourself. Know that ye are gods. It's coming through here. Shout out to the ancestors and the spirit, our spiritual team of light, our archangels, Archangel Michael, Metatron, and all the beings of light that are here to assist me during this time and use me as a vessel to give the collective a clear and concise message here. Ashe. Ashe to the great mother, the creator of all life. I have worked smarter, not harder. So these, and I got copycat monitoring spirits. So this monitoring collective spirit, force-like spirit, okay, that are trying to mimic and hijack the divine beings, okay? They're having to work very hard. They're not getting nowhere. I'm actually seeing a rat on that thing that they run on. Okay? They're actually going nowhere fast. And I got inverting sacred knowledge out here twice. I didn't even realize I wrote this twice. Okay? Yeah, these people are under karma and judgment here, Ashe. Yeah. Somebody's watching you. So, at this point, the Divine Collective, we're not worried about a motherfucker watching us. Keep watching. You're going to, just like you think you're trying to watch somebody fail and cause them, stress and distress and whatever the hell else, you're going to watch the Divine Collective rise and become exactly who they were born to be. Okay, as we reclaim our power and as we integrate these divine frequencies here. Okay, karma, yeah, they've been exploiting sacral chakra energy to create these illusions and invert sacred knowledge. Like Spirit say, they're under judgment. They've exploited sacred knowledge in every way. Every way, just to keep from taking accountability and trying to avoid karmic debt. You know how delusional and insane you got to be to think that you can avoid karmic debt? When it's your frequency that is being tested by the divine, you can't avoid it. Your frequency is going to tell the truth. Right? But these are insane in the membrane. MFers. Yes, they're detached from source. So they got to siphon and steal sacred chakra energy in order to create these illusions. Okay? And the people believe it because they haven't went within themselves collectively. Okay? Yeah, it's time to let go and accept change. Accept this transformation. Okay? What you're going through is not the end, it's the beginning. Right, this quantum leap So you're actively in a quantum leap right now, Divine Collective here. Winners cannot let losers rewrite his story. Right. This whole aspect of history is a lie. And these are losers. Trying to rewrite history. Yeah, they playing games. Playing mind games. Could be somebody's father here. I just see my father's name on a card. Okay. So somebody could have like a male figure who is very narcissistic in their life. Maybe somebody that raised you that way or was narcissistic. Okay. Coming together for your demise, but are nowhere to be found for your come up. Demise means death or dismiss, or to dismiss, to put away or send away. Okay. So there are some people who you notice that when your life seems to be falling apart, somehow they got the time, energy, and money to help you fall apart. But when you need them to help you stay together and build you up, they're nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, they ain't got the money, the time, or the energy. You say it's freezing? I hate that. Okay? So yeah, these people that organize stalking that's in your energy, they also try to organize your demise. Okay? Pay attention to how people make you feel. Gratitude, Lady Wise. Pay attention to how quickly people will come together for your demise. Pay attention. Orishas is here. Ecstasy. Hashay, you are protected. And you know, remember I said yesterday, I said the divine will use the divine collective as bait. My eye is jumping again. Will use us as bait to call judgment on these karmics. So while they're celebrating your demise and what they perceive as your downfall, okay, is really your come up. But Spirit wants to see, how are they going to act when given the opportunity to choose right? That's their judgment. You choose wrong. You choose to be a wicked karmic that you are. That's your choice. But you can never say that time and chance didn't happen to us all. You can never say that you didn't have the opportunity to do right. Right. Spirit says shine bright like a diamond. No matter how dark it get. No matter how disconnected you feel, you are a diamond. And diamonds are made under what? Pressure. You've been pressured the whole time. So you are here doing interdimensional work. Interdimensional anchoring. You have the keys to divine law and order. Okay? I'm even seeing my spiritual judge card and my third eye view. Right. Let these people go. And Spirit say stand up for something or fall for anything. Exactly. These are people that don't have no sense of respect. No foundation of substance. No morals. They just take anything. They don't stand for shit. And because they're envious, their perception is all distorted because they're envious. Is it still skipping? Is it still skipping? Right. Organized crime trying to frame you. Or so we got organized stalking out here. We got gang stalking. We got organized crime trying to frame you. Spirit saying find something safe to do. These motherfuckers better find something safe to do, because this ain't it. They're trying to invert, pervert, manipulate. All that's gonna backfire. You say it was. Okay, hopefully it stopped. Yeah, let go is here. They don't want to let go. They don't want to accept it for what it is. That's what I'm getting to. Spirit say, be yourself. These people don't know how to be their self because they're easily influenced by everything that they see. They're easily persuaded by everything. They don't know how to be authentic. They don't know how to be themselves. So they view you as a threat because you have the courage to be yourself. No matter who supports you, no matter who watching, it don't give a damn how you show up, just as long as you show up. Okay? The Divine Collective ain't never gave a damn. Can't be if you resonated with me. I know I don't give a damn. Because you know why? I know that I'm authentic. I know that I genuinely care for people. I know that I will give you the shirt off my back. And see, these people, they thought that your kindness was weakness. They thought that, they perceive your love and your who you are at the core as something weak or something that they can manipulate easily, or you became like an easy target because you're an empath. Okay? Yeah, spirits, your ancestors, I'm picking up on ancestors. They say a whole lot of gang shit here. They got your back. They here with you. They see all the shit that they've been doing to you, trying to organize against you, trying to change how people see you, whatever the fuck they've been doing. Okay? They ask it's not for you. Protect your energy. That's your answer. Somebody right there. Right. I got rat race. Can't make it up. I said I seen a rat on the racing thing. He be running on. They be running on. These people are in a fucking rat race. Going absolutely nowhere fast. They ask it's not for you. Protect your energy. Whole lot of gang shit. The ancestors are ride or dies. Okay. Ride or dying for you. They are here to support you, help guide you. Okay? What else is here, Spirit? I'm going to switch my deck in a minute. Hardly ever go out. Yes, Akashic Records. I'm telling y'all. You have access to information. You have information being uploaded and downloaded. Okay? Third eye specifically. You are seeing things clearly. Okay? True frequency. No more negative thoughts. Okay? The moment a negative thought enters into your mind, you immediately transform that thought. Okay? Immediately. Whatever that may be. If it makes you, I see copper out here too. Family with no aspirations and limitation is an illusion. Right. So pay attention to any thoughts of pessimism or any thoughts of limitation or lack. Transform that. I am abundant. I am that I am, right? So I am abundant. I am wealthy. I am protected. I am divinely guided. I am loved. I am supported. Because Spirit did say at the very beginning, Divine Collective, you are the best and I love you. And all the right doors are opening for you, Divine Collective. All the right doors are opening for you. So even if it appears in the 3D that every single door, every way you turn is closed, is no, is denial after denial, just know a door can appear for you and you can walk right through. And everybody gonna be looking like, how the hell did they get out of that situation? Okay? You are not limited. It is an illusion. Hummingbirds could be significant. And then when I think about hummingbirds, they are small birds, the smallest birds in the world, but they're very unique. They have the fastest moving wings. The way they move is so precise, and you know what I mean? One of my favorite birds, this is my favorite bird in the world, one of them. You know, very inspirational. So maybe you resonate with the hummingbird, or maybe you can even look up the spiritual meaning of the hummingbird and see how it resonates with you. Okay. I'm even getting like small but powerful. So people may perceive you as something that is weak, non-threatening. And that's where they fuck up at, thinking that, oh, they too cute. Oh, they ain't big enough. They ain't threatening enough. Or, you know, whatever it is that they come up in their mind, that, you know, whatever narrative they try to push, they underestimate you. You understand? They underestimate your intelligence, your power, your spiritual rank, everything. Grand Rising family. Yeah, because you the jackpot here. You say, yep, I know. I got big steppers, period. Yeah, power of choice. You the jackpot. You the lucky one. You are the creator of your reality. Limitation is an illusion, Divine Collective. You're not limited. You are not in prison. You are not oppressed. That's why I got that picture on my profile now. That's a episode of I Am. I think episode number 4, when Hippolyta, she was quantum leaping and she was trying to find herself, and she wind up like outer space or in a cosmos somewhere. And that picture that y'all see, that was, I don't know, I guess that was like her higher self. That's what it was given to me. And she kept telling her, you are not in prison. Okay? Prison is an illusion. Prison is hell. So if you can choose between hell and heaven, and Spirit is saying power of choice here. Power of choice. That means you can choose between hell or heaven, state of mind, consciousness. Okay? I just absolutely love that episode. Every now and then I'll go back and watch that episode. I Am, because I am that I am. Collective is who you are. Divine intelligence experiencing it itself in this reality. You understand? So you don't have to attach to anything that doesn't align with the frequency of the divine. You are the creator of your reality, so you are not in prison. She was trying to get her to see that all you got to do is think it and live in it. And what she do? She shift realities. She shift frequencies. Then she started to realize that she was led to believe that she was limited. Society, systems, or how oppression was showing up. You understand what I'm saying? So she had to see that she was living in a box. These systems had her living in a box that limited her and the capacity of her consciousness. She said something specific. I hope I can remember, but she was like, she realized that she was just living a life that was safe for the white folks. Something like that. So a lot of times you realize on your journey that you've been in like this domesticated box. Like you even though we can freely feel like we go outside, you know, you get in your car, you go do whatever you want to do, but you just one hair away from jail. Shit, you do the one thing they don't like within this system and you gone, you know, or they coming after you. That's not freedom. So that's what I'm getting. It's like she was realizing that she wasn't as free as she thought. Shrinking. Right, Kizzy. So she was remembering that she was shrinking for the comfort of others. That's what I'm really getting. So self-care is here, and peace. Self-care and peace. Somebody could have a baby daddy or baby mom who specifically go after your peace, okay, and balance and harmony within yourself, okay. This person is diabolical here. Yeah, they're the Antichrist. Because I even look at it like, you know, low vibrational people that come after you or the divine collective, that can even be used as a lesson learned. You know, why they think they doing something, targeting you, attacking you, trying to disrupt your peace, your inner harmony. It just says a lot about that person, how miserable they really are, right? And playing mind games. This person specifically has a overactive sacral chakra, strong addiction. Somebody is addicted to sex as well. Thank you for the gift. I see you. Shantae, say love you so much. Love you too. I can see something says since I love you. Okay, people pleasing. I got mind games out here and playing games. Okay, so something with sex, okay? Maybe this baby father or baby mother is trying to weaponize their sex with you. Okay, really they just trying to cloak themselves onto your sacral energy. I'm gonna just say it just like that, all right? Because that's what it's giving right here. And they playing mind games with you. Yeah, fuck around and find out, and time will tell. So you could be realizing this right now, or you could just be stepping away from this type of situation. You're no longer people pleasing or suppressing your self-love. You're focusing more on your self-care and your inner peace and harmony. Okay, so just be mindful of the people that's trying to come in from old timelines, because you quantum leap divine collective, and they just trying to anchor back into this reality. Okay, because they are non-fucking factor. But they keep playing, they're gonna have to fuck around and find out. Okay. Yeah. I just heard a horn blow outside, so that's exactly it. Copper is here. Somebody may need to maybe purchase some copper, get some copper jewelry, something of that sense, okay, to protect your energy, okay? Yeah, these people don't want to take accountability. They are very desperate, double-minded, energetically serving two masters, okay? Then I got God state eternal now, okay? So you in that God frequency, okay? They're just trying to get you off of that. They're just trying to, you know, do whatever they can. Their manipulations are too weak. Their organized crimes and stalking too weak, okay? You're realizing that the past, present, and future exist simultaneously. So you're choosing to live in the present moment and create your future consciously. Okay? Yeah, that's that God frequency. The generator, operator, and destroyer. And these people are desperate. Desperation calls for desperate measures. They're trying to survive. They can't survive without the God, without siphoning, stealing sacral energy and, you know, cloaking onto somebody else's aura. They can't survive. These people are double-minded, serving two masters. Kundalini rising and awakening. Divine feminine energy rising I have here. Okay, so that's balance of the divine masculine, divine feminine energies. You're integrating that. You're having the Kundalini rising right now. Okay. I'm even picking up like Dark Night of the Soul. Shantae. Yes. New perspectives as I say that. Okay, trust the process. Trust the process. Light comes from the dark. Okay. Kundalini rising requires a activation of all of your chakras. Okay, you got to get those vortexes vortexing, spiraling. Okay, so that's what's happening right now as well. This is why I drew this painting right here, because this reminds me of the Kundalini awakening or Kundalini rising. This is exactly why I drew this painting right here. I made it very simple, but it's really like it's an integration, so it's not an easy process, but I'm definitely picking up on someone in the collective is going through a Kundalini rising. Okay, so basically you have the spirals here. We are spirals, right? We are, and our chakras, our vortexes, which are also spirals. Okay, you have the snake here. Okay, you probably can't tell that's a snake, but it's supposed to represent a snake, which is wisdom. Okay, this is a yin and yang that represents balance, masculine and feminine. Okay, be kind to yourself at this time and pay attention to the red flags. I just said trust the process, and we got trust the process here. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Trust the process. It gets dark. It starts, you may feel lonely. You may even feel abandoned by your spiritual team and ancestors, okay? This is transformation. Trying to think of this word. I can't think of this word right now, but I know what I'm trying to say. Fester. Don't let things fester. That's what I'm coming thinking about, okay? Fester. Something about festering. Be kind to yourself. What about this festering? Pay attention to the red flags. Them tables always turn. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun and thought you was going to drink their dirty bathwater. This is a fake friend here. So they pretty much thought that they could do you in and you would, yeah, this fake friend moving funny. They thought that you would accept the bare minimum, accept any goddamn thing. Yeah, and using you. Dang, Spirit, come through. So I got this fake friend is using you. They moving funny and they're fake. And they thought you was going to drink their dirty bathwater. They thought wrong, didn't they? Now they wonder why you cut them off. Now they mad. Don't be mad. You knew what you was doing when you was doing it. They can't admit they wrong. They rather. Okay, that's what the festering is. So they festering in this shit right now. They thought that you would not leave their ass alone and walk away from them and go no contact. And that's because they can't admit that they're wrong. So let their ass fester in that shit. That's their fault. So now they want to send you beauty spells. Not gonna work. They try to put you in fight or flight mode. They attacking your root chakra. I'm just the messenger. Okay? Right. They was not equally yoked with you. Whole time. Yeah, time to clean house. And this bitch ain't got no T on me. This whole thing she TMZ. That's the song that was about to play after I played that Fly song by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. You're too authentic and raw for this fake ass friend. That's for somebody specific. They don't know how to be their self. You be yourself. And they don't want to see the truth, nor do they want to accept it. And you're no longer trying to convince them. Get in your bag. Focus on you. This is a Truman Show. You are the main character. They was trying to be the main character in your life. Okay, that's why they want to send you beauty spells now, because they're jealous of how beautiful your aura is and your confidence is and how physically, aesthetically pleasing you are. So they're mad about this. Something about court here. So this can have something to do with somebody, baby daddy or baby mama with court. Yep, as I shuffle the deck, I still see court. So court is significant here. What's going on with court? Let's get the other deck. What is going on with court? Somebody's name could be Angel, Monica, Amber, Tasha, Brandy, Oliver, Tom. Or you may know somebody with those names. About this court situation. We got Elite here as well. Oh, I folded my card. Make sure y'all double tapping the screen. If you're here, kick you while you're down. Shaman. So there's something to do with court and them kicking you while you're down. So you can feel attacked from every angle was what I'm hearing. Say my name is Brandy. Her name is Amber. Wow, that's crazy right there. That's the confirmation. So somebody is weaponizing or trying to weaponize the court against you right now, Divine Collective. That's why Spirit say, ain't got no tea on me. They trying to collect some type of data here. Some type of information. Ain't got no tea on me. This whole thing, she TMZ. That's what's coming out here. The fuck they trying to do here? Let us know, Spirit. I am that I am. You are that you are. You're a God in the flesh. What Cardi say? Ghetto goddess in the flesh. Period. They can't fuck with you even if they thought they could fuck with you. Especially this. Okay, it could be an auntie trying to collect some information on you. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody auntie or some type of respected figure in your family. Coming through as love and peace, or masking as love and peace, something like that. Really, they just trying to collect information on you to report back to this coven. Yeah, Spirit say go within. All your answers are within. You will see the play. Follow your intuition. You'll see the operation. Go within. Okay. Something about court here, gathering and false information and organizing some type of crime against you as well. Okay. This could be literally, physically, or spiritually. They're trying to stop your ascension and progress here. 10-10, right? This is a new cycle, a new timeline. So they could just be trying to re-anchor you to this karmic loop and karmic cycle that came out earlier as well. Okay. They want to be the authors of your reality. Okay. They want you to see yourself from their perspective, which is that of wickedness. Okay. Something like that, y'all. Processing information. Strategic disease distribution warfare. Right, because we had ailments came out earlier, and what else was it? It was something about sicknesses. Okay, I can't remember exactly what it was, but if y'all was here, y'all know what I'm talking about. So strategic disease distribution warfare. And then 10-10. And yeah, you're leveling up. Yes, trying to steal custody. So whatever information they're trying to gather on you, they're trying to use it against you to steal custody of a child. Because you're leveling up. Even if it looked like you're in a dark place right now, energetically, they know you're leveling up here. You are so loved again. It's out here as well. What else is here, Spirit? Yeah, this auntie. 1, 2, 3. Say I was saying something about some wines and wish sickness, I think. It was a card that came out about sickness. 2. I just can't remember what it was, but when I go, oh, health issues. Health issues, that's what it was. So this health issue that they're trying to afflict on the Divine Collective is strategic. Okay, so this could be mental, right? This could be sending or causing you unnecessary stress. Okay, that creates dis-ease within the body, within the aura. Stress weakens the aura. Stress is the root cause to all disease. Okay, this is a form of warfare. And you may feel like you can't catch a break here from these diabolical demons. Yeah, somebody wants revenge. I'm even hearing sacred revenge, okay? Find something safe to do. Spirit and the ancestors, they're on their ass. They're in judgment. And they still won't give up. Okay, somebody could be a Pisces because they still want revenge here. They're just losers trying to rewrite history. Or trying to rewrite your story. These are losers trying to rewrite the Divine Collective story. Is it still freezing? Something about a Pisces doing graveyard spells. For revenge, they perceive your 5D blueprint and source frequency as a threat. So they're seeking revenge and performing some type of graveyard spell here to take you out. Delusional. They're delusional. Shit. Demonized magic, but practiced it. Okay. So this could be a religious family dynamic here. Demonized magic, but practices it. So whoever this religious person is doing graveyard spells. And they got a voodoo doll of you. But we ain't ever scared. Fuck that voodoo doll. And then right behind that, I got collecting hair. Can't make this shit up. They exposed. We call divine judgment on their ass right now. Collecting the divine collective hair. Weirdos. Scapegoat. You could have been a scapegoat. That came out earlier in the read too. I got it out here again. Scapegoat, emotional exile. Okay. So they tried to emotionally attack you for wanting to speak out. Okay. You became like an evolved scapegoat. They wanted you to just sit back and collect the emotional debt of this family dynamic until you spoke out. So now they're in the energy of revenge because you are connected to source frequency. You realigned yourself. Okay. These people are coming at you nonstop. Even if you notice it or feel it or not, they can't stop thinking about you. Like literally they're losing sleep over the divine collective. Greetings, look him. She said, yeah, she tried all that. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. So I'm even picking up spending a lot of money. I'm seeing my paid in full card in my mind's eye. So they paying a lot of money, spending a lot of time and energy. Thank you for the gift. Because of your highly valued currency, right? This source frequency. You are source. And they view you as a threat. That's how you know they delusional. You view true a harmonious divine being that come in peace as a threat because they speak the truth. Y'all did all that energetic dumping and emotional dumping on the scapegoats turned goat. And you mad that they spoke up about what you were doing. You were emotionally abusing the divine collective purposely. We can't say they didn't know what they were doing. Everybody think before they do shit. This is why I do not give them no mercy. Off with their fucking heads. Because they know exactly what they're doing. You're an adult. You coming after children for one. For one. You are abusing children who are not able to defend themselves. You're exploiting every aspect of their vulnerability. You're weak. Right. Intimidation tactics as a child. Trying to intimidate you so you will never muscle up the courage or the strength to come against this coven or feel safe enough to speak up. 0 to 7, somebody was severely abused. That's what I'm picking up on. They severely and strategically abused you from the ages of newborn to the age of 7 and 8. To anchor in this fear so you would never have the strength or feel like you have the support to go against this coven by speaking the truth. That's what I'm getting. So they wanted you to feel intimidated, but it was written in the stars. This is written in the stars for you to be the disruptor of this diabolical coven frequency that they're operating from, inverting sacred knowledge. Okay? Using sacred knowledge to abuse children. To maintain mind control and karmic cycles. Power and control. Thank you for sharing the live. If y'all could just hit that share button, even if you just copy in the link, that'll help get the live on the For You page at least. Yeah, attacked you for speaking the truth. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. They literally attacked you for being a truth speaker. They hate themselves so much. They're afraid of seeing themselves so much that they rather abuse children. They rather sacrifice children. Yes, they wanted to disarm your critical thinking. Somebody's name could be James, Noah, Samaje, William, Eli. They wanted you to be so traumatized and abused that you were never able to regain your critical thinking skills. This is some wicked shit. Just wicked. Yeah, y'all, double tap the screen if this resonating with you. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, hit that share button. Make sure you follow the links in the description. If you want to make a donation, my Cash App is there. My YouTube is there if you want to follow or subscribe to the YouTube. Okay, you can do so there. I also have a healing trauma ebook where I teach you how to take a conscious and comprehensive approach to healing. Okay, all of the links are in the description. The link tree, okay? Yeah, you are in cosmic alignment. I'm even hearing you came into this realm cosmically aligned. Nothing that they were ever going to do was going to stop you from being cosmically aligned or anchoring source frequency. Nothing that they inflicted upon you. You know, none of the abuse, be it mental, physical, you know, spiritual, however they, and some of y'all experience all of these things because their intentions was to disarm your critical thinking, remove you from source frequency and that 5D blueprint, because you are here to do that, okay? And perform rituals of humiliation and intimidation rituals to anchor you to fear. But it was never going to work because you came here cosmically aligned already with a highly valued frequency and currency. Ain't got no tea on me. Even wanted to use your experiences against you as well, right? To blackmail you. That's what I'm getting to. Emotionally blackmail you. I'm trying to look up something real quick. Real quick. Okay, so some examples of inverting sacred knowledge, okay, would be honor thy mother and father. So they use that as a silencing tool. So instead of teaching you respect and love, it becomes a commandment of submission, forbidding questioning, autonomy, and boundaries. So sacred truth distorted. Honor equals obedience. True honor is rooted in integrity and mutual respect. Okay, so when I say inverting sacred knowledge, that's one of the things that I mean. Like you gotta accept them no matter what, because the Bible says honor thy mother and father, but it's another part to that scripture, correct? Honor thy mother and father and don't provoke your children. So a lot of times these family members weaponize Bible scriptures. They don't really live and embody the truth of the scripture, the life of the scripture, monitoring spirits and doctor. Yeah, they wanted you to just forgive them all the time and just bypass accountability. It's really giving me the energy of, like, you know how you might have a disagreement with a family member, or you go to them, you want to talk to them and they don't take accountability. So you don't talk to them for 5 months or so. And then when you finally do see them again, they act like don't nothing happen or ain't nothing happen. That's the energy that is giving me. People that equate past time as accountability. No, you still didn't take accountability. And we still gonna talk about it every 10 years if we have to. So now they try to monitor you and watch you from a distance. Somebody could even be trying to get your doctor's records. Like something about a doctor here in a church cult. Exactly. That's exactly what it's given. This church cult that weaponized sacred knowledge. Exactly. These are people that are into exploiting and abusing children sexually. Okay? And somebody's parents is not their real parents. So this parent who's trying to pose as some type of cult, some type of church leader is really a cult. Okay? They're monitoring spirits. And they into pedo behaviors. What about this not your real parents? Yeah, somebody wants to make you pay. They want to make you pay for this. Yeah, karmic mother and father. So something about somebody's parents. So either you might feel like they're not your parents, you switched at birth, or they're karmic. So you don't feel like you ever resonated with them. Because again, you came in here with the cosmic alignment of the divine frequency, okay? So if they're karmic, you're not going to feel like you know them or they know you. It's always a disconnection there. Okay? Because this is a karmic mother and father. So you was adopted? Okay. Still in the same family? Or this could just be a guardian that's a karmic, whoever. Okay, take it how it resonates. A hit dog on holler. Okay, and these people are definitely delusional. Somebody could have been born in the 70s here. '70s. If somebody's born in the 70s, what group is that? Is that like the boomers? Is the 70s the boomers? Right, definitely not the same. Say they just want your blueprint. Exactly. Exactly. And that was coming through earlier too, before I got on live. Something about the grid, the sacred grids. Okay. So that 5D blueprint that we come here to anchor in to raise the frequency of Gaia, right? And create the architecture of divine grids. I needed to make sure I say that because I definitely thought about that before the live. Okay, so we may go in more into that in the next read. But yeah, somebody's a 70s baby. Gen X. Okay, Gen X. They say Gen X. 70s babies, Gen X. So Gen X. Somebody from that era showing up in the divine collective frequency as delusional. Okay, these people don't want to see the truth. Don't care to know the truth. They're afraid of the truth. They love the lies. They're in a cult in this church. And I'm not even going to say they don't even know. Because again, people be knowing exactly what they are doing. So they're choosing to be delusional and a hit dog on holler. So they feel exposed now. Yeah, you're unstoppable. They thought that they were unstoppable. And they wanted to control the narrative since you were a child. Somebody could be an Aquarius, and that's because they were always envious of you. I'm hearing you were always different. They always seen that you were different. My eye is twitching here. And no, I don't have anything wrong with me that will make it twitch. That's just confirmation for me right now. Yeah. So this could have been a generational thing with this pedo behaviors as well. All right. So sabotage. Yeah, they wanted to steal your sense of self and identity. Okay, so this is a covert retaliation that's going on because again, they perceive you as a threat. So they're retaliating and they're trying to do it in a covert way where you are not able to detect the patterns. Okay? The devil was in the details. You see the patterns. You've been seeing the patterns, whether you spoke up about it or not. So they're delusional. They think that you don't see it. They think that you don't know. Aquarius is significant here. Men in black. Men in black. Right now I'm picking up on maybe somebody, men in black, is protecting you. Okay? Possibly even the same demons that they're trying to send to destroy you is actually protecting you because of your divine frequency. Okay? You walk with angels and demons. Air sign. Solar plexus. Exactly. Because if they can hijack your solar plexus, then ultimately they can hijack your perception of self and what you experience. If I can't have you, no one will. Okay, so these people feel entitled. But you are protected. Yeah, these people were supposed to be your handlers. They were supposed to be your handlers. Yeah, you're a guardian, original guardian of Earth. And you're here to anchor in what was supposed to be original to Earth, which is the divine frequency, divine law and order, truth, authenticity. Ashe. Yeah, somebody's grandparent. So this could have just been a generational thing going on several generations back. Okay, I'm even picking up on these grandparents made a covenant with dark forces, malevolent forces. Okay, survival is coming to mind too. So maybe they were trying to survive and they made these covenants with these dark forces. And they were supposed to sacrifice you. I'm picking up on third generation as well. So you could be a third generation to this grandparent who made this covenant with this dark entity. Okay. The truth doesn't need validation. Ashe. Right behind grandparent. Okay. So this is a covenant. This is a covenant that you are generational curse that you are breaking. So this is why the attack seems so heavy. Exactly. We rebuke all of their ass. Yeah, studying your DNA and watching you. They can't control you. Your DNA is too powerful. Henrietta Lacks is coming through. Something about Henrietta Lacks. You could be a descendant of Henrietta Lacks or have the same DNA. Something to that extent. They can't figure out how to control you because of your DNA. What else is here, Spirit? Right, because you're original guardian of Earth. You the gatekeeper of divine law and order. Nothing that these handlers can do that's going to stop you from doing exactly what you were originally created to do. I got remote viewing again. Remote viewing. They try every which way to turn you but loose. Every which way. They wanted to suppress your individuality. They wanted to give you transactional love to hurt you. Okay, to create toxic bonds. They wanted you to be obedient, not trust your discernment. They wanted to bind you to guilt and obligation loops. Emotional enmeshment. I'm hearing that song with Kendrick Lamar. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. I got this talking shit, but they ain't talking about nothing. That always come through. You got a lot of motherfuckers with your name in their mouth. A lot of shit to say. Fuck them. Fear of exile. So they wanted you to feel like, you know, if you didn't have their support, that you had nobody in the world. That's a lie. It's an illusion. Okay? Remember, you're a god. You're a guardian of earth. You're ancient. You have access to the Akashic records. Okay? It's from the beginning, before time was even created, is what I'm hearing. From the beginning of earth. Okay? You have access to information they can't even fathom. So breaking generational codes, okay? Very powerful beings, Ashe. I'm getting chills. So I know that's actual facts. You hold the blueprint, the generational codes. They cannot override these codes. And them even trying to override these codes, Spirit say, off with their fucking heads. Okay? They're going against divine law and order. Period. These systems, these hierarchies, these systems of oppression, you know, whatever the fuck they got going on. No. Strategic projections. So this is like a collective shadow. Collective shadow, okay? They wanted to bind you to this illusionary hierarchy. That's what it is. They wanted you to fit into their mold. You can't be controlled. And that's why they hate you. That's why they seek revenge on you, Divine Collective. And that's individually, and that is like collectively, because I'm like seeing a collective shadow. You know, the collective shadow is what created these systems. So this is how important your presence is on earth. Okay, Peaches. Say you're doing right. Hey, Peaches. Yes, I'm doing readings. No, this is a collective. This is a collective, but I do personal readings. Yes, yes. You're an empress. Okay, empress, emperor. Take it how it resonate. I got emperor on the back for the divine masculines. Okay, yeah, they mad that you won't die. They literally talking shit because you won't die. They literally conversing back and forth with each other within this coven, cult, church cult, whatever the fuck they got going on, trying to figure out why nothing won't take you out. That's because they don't have the power to do so. I'm picking up on, like, if they were to try to take you out, it dismantle these illusion grids. Okay, so see this thing energetically, right? Every time they come up against you, they're putting their illusionary grids on the line. Okay, these false sense of power and control and these false hierarchies, right? They sacrificing all of that. So they're trying to be strategic with how they come toward the divine collective, how they can assassinate you successfully, but it costs them tremendously. Okay? Because you are a low frequency grid disruptor. Thank you, Spirit. Mad you won't die. Oh well. Spirit say late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. That's for somebody specific. Or that song could be specific. Ashe, no doubt, yeah. Neo, I just seen Neo, you the one from the Matrix. Yeah. You here to restore divine timelines and grids. So that pushback and resistance that you feel, it's just what it is, you know? But that doesn't mean that you're not on the right path. Resistance means right path. Progress. Saying they want everything you do, but don't. Future faking. Okay. So this is giving me an energy of a person or collective that is trying to basically keep you connected to them by saying that they want the same things that you want. It's giving copycat, right? So they'll act like they're interested in spirituality or they're interested in certain topics just to get your guards down and bypass your critical thinking, okay? So just be mindful of these type of people trying to come into your space and your energy and mirror you back to you. Is what I'm getting. Yeah. Trying to two-edged sword, trying to mirror you back to you, spiritual intelligence. Okay, somebody is a Prince Hall member here. You're a walking lie detector. You are a walking lie detector. So you have the ability to read energy, tone, behavior in real time. You say, how do you know who to trust and who not to trust? You have to, I guess what I just said, energy, tone, behavior. You have to simultaneously learn to read these things in real time. Your body will tell you what frequency they are moving on, for one, okay? You can feel the frequency of fear or somebody trying to inflict fear onto you, or they're just not safe, okay? So you might get the butterflies. You might, your nervous system, you might start to feel anxiety or just that energy of fear, okay? It's and it doesn't mean that you are actually afraid. It's just your body way of speaking to you, telling you, who you're in the energy of, okay? That's how I had to learn. You just observe yourself. So practice observing without. I got a saying that goes like this. This is how I remain in my power, or I tell my collective, it's like a, what you call it, acronym or something, power. Power stands for practice observing without excessively reacting. So you have to be able to see, feel, and not overreact. Be proactive. Be mindful of what you give your energy to, if you need to give your energy to it at all. You understand? So you have to study the art of observation and detachment. Okay, you can feel if a person is unsafe. Okay, so we got, when you get rich, tell no one. Somebody about to get rich. That came out yesterday. That came out yesterday for sure. Okay. Yeah, these people are sick and nasty. They're into dominatrix. Okay. Now, I ain't got nothing again. I ain't saying nothing wrong with that. But in this aspect, okay, do what you do in the bedroom. Okay, but something about, I'm even hearing like, I don't even know if I can say this, ORGY, something like that. Something with the sacral energy here that they've been sharing. Yeah, whole town in on it. So these are a bunch of people that's sleeping together. Child. Yeah, and I got lust. I just seen lust right behind that. So they're hypersexual and they're addicted to sex. And they're exploiting people's sacral chakra, harvesting sexual energy. Okay? And they're into dominatrix. Some woman or male, and the whole town in on that. And somebody wanted you locked up. So that could have something to do with the court situation that was coming out. They want you locked up, Divine Collective. So these people sleeping around on each other. I'm hearing like splicing sacral chakra energy that they're stealing from children. That innocence. Diabolical and sick. Going to a jail or a mental home, try to take your daughter. Yeah, that's because I have court here. They was trying to collect information on y'all. Right, they have dirty money issues going on. Okay, this could be somebody acting like your boo, or a karmic feminine or masculine that's actually sleeping with the whole town. Okay, laundering, stealing, illegal activities, organized crime, and organized stalking. All right, so something about the court here. and they wanted you locked up for whatever information they was trying to collect on you. They thought the shit was funny. They thought they had the one up on you, is what I'm hearing too. Laugh now, cry later. They don't want to detach from their ego, but you're spiritually woke. Probably your fella, you feel off about him. I got the detective card coming out here. It's some information the collective is going to be finding out soon about this karmic here. Okay? They're trying to dig dirt on you, but they're exposing themselves, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they didn't want you balanced. This person coming through here, they don't want you harmonious and balanced and at peace within yourself. Okay, they're purposely going to cause or trying to cause tower moments for you. Highs and lows. Hot and cold. Yeah, look, kinky vibes. I'm telling you, this person is sleeping around. These people, groups of people, the whole town. Yeah. And they're love bombing you, the Divine Collective. Okay? So just be very mindful. Pay attention to the energy. Energy don't lie. People do. And look, I got court out here again. So somebody is either in spiritual court, under divine investigation, and you're going to restore law and order within this dynamic or situation, relationship here. Okay? They could possibly be going to court or having some type of legal matter for this dirty money laundering, whatever it is that they're doing. Okay? It's illegal. Lies they spoken over you. Yeah. They're doing something in the shadows, something that they don't want exposed. So whether this is a third party situation or possibly them just connecting with different covens or organizations to hide this dirty money, what laundering that they're doing here. Okay. They could be very frustrated or have a low attention span is what I'm getting. Or you may be feeling fed up. Whole community against you. Almost went to prison over lies. Yeah, it be like that. I swear to God. I told y'all I can't wait to tell my story, child. Graduation day. Yeah, you're leveling up here. So I feel like something is going to be exposed here, Divine Collective. And Spirit is saying, accept the truth for what it is. Okay, whatever that may look like, don't try to add to it or take away from it. You know, aside from just studying the patterns. Okay, looking into it. Trust your intuition here. I'm even here. You don't have to explain yourself. Stop over explaining yourself. This person is like a brick wall. These people are like brick walls. They only hear what they want. They don't care. Okay? They only hear if it benefits them. I'm even seeing my card, strategic empathy. So they may be strategizing or, you know, strategically giving you empathy to disarm you. Yeah. Had to charge your phone, Kizzy. Welcome back, Kizzy. What is this? Yeah, this is a toxic masculine I got here, y'all. That's popping out the deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else is here? Yeah, this person is never satisfied. This toxic masculine here is never satisfied. And more than likely, it's not going to meet your manly expectations. Okay, they're self-absorbed. It's really kind of giving me narcissist. It's really kind of giving that. Okay, this person won't be able to provide you some type of you know, deep connection here. SOS. So, I'm also picking up on this too. If you feel confused, if you feel like this person always want to talk and don't give you space to think, then they're manipulating you. Okay? This could be a parent, a romantic relationship, on a job, whatever. Okay? A friend, when they never want to give you time to think and reflect, then they're manipulating you one way or the other because they don't want you to see the truth here. They don't want you to go within yourself, right? Go into your heart space and really pay attention to what you're feeling and re-examine the patterns or whatever. Because normally you feel when something is not right. You feel it. But see, they don't want you to dwell in that feeling too long because then it would expose their hand and their manipulation, right? And they want you to see them as, the one. Yeah, Spirit is saying act with urgency. Okay. They could be trying to purposely cause you some distress in your heart chakra. Anchoring in on your heart chakra to cause you distress and stress. I'm here recalibrate your nervous system. Okay, so they're attacking your nervous system to keep you in fight or flight so that you won't be able to critically think here. Whoever this is. What else is here, Spirit? Yeah, somebody's going to be reaching a turning point soon. Something's going to be exposed here. Okay, some type of betrayal. Somebody's going to be caught just doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Whether that's cheating, whether you find out it's something that they were planning against you. Okay. Some type of energy here coming through for your downfall that they're planning. You could get a reading by going to the link in the description, my link tree. A general read is $22.22. My Cash App is there. I got PayPal too, but I don't know if I have my PayPal linked. Say I blocked everybody in your family. Yeah. Yeah, it's a squad of people here. It's a group. So they could have sent you this karmic. I swear they'll be coming through all the time. They could have sent you this karmic to bind you to this karmic loop. Okay, to siphon your sacral chakra energy and take that energy back. That's why I was picking up on splicing your sacral chakra energy. I know that sounds weird as fuck, but that's what's going on here. And then, yeah, because these are people that knows they don't have no boundaries, right? They don't have no, they just sexually open. So this toxic masculine can even be bisexual here. Or toxic feminine if you're, take it how it resonate. If you're a male, okay? But this person for the streets, this group for the streets. Right, exactly. With the turn card here. All they care about is sex, money, drugs, surface level pleasures. Shit that don't mean nothing. So they just want to siphon energy. It's karmic. They're karmic. This is a group of karmics that work together, going after the people with the souls. So they're being sent. Yeah, today, I got today. This is happening right now. Okay. Low vibration. Yeah. I feel you speaking. I'm speaking to you. Important person. Yeah, you the key player here. Soulless beings. Exactly. You're the key player here. You are essential. So, okay. Be mindful of who you are giving your sacral chakra energy to, your sexual energy to. Okay. Somebody needs to be celibate right now. You need to be withholding that. Okay. Utilize your own sacral energy for your own personal experiences. Okay. So while they're trying to use sex magic and siphon sex and use sex magic to create whatever lifestyle that they have, okay, because it's definitely something illegal here. You need to keep that to yourself and use it to create your life, okay? To manifest in your own life. Because they just wanted to cloak onto your sacral chakra energy specifically. That's why I was picking up on that splice. Like they're having sex with you and going somewhere else with this group. And they like in it together. Nastiness, okay? They have no boundaries. They are sexually open, okay? They want to explore. So you may even feel like somebody is not being honest about their sexuality here. And time will tell. Hey, Alchemist. Yep, tiptoeing. They trying to be sneaky about it. They think they won't be seen. Ask Spirit to reveal it to you. You'll see it. You just got to be willing and open to see the truth. Okay? I also had Shapeshifter out here too. So using demonic sorcery to manipulate you. I seen karmic as I look down as well. There's 12:12 on the clock. Can't make this shit up. Yeah, they wanted to sweep you off your feet. For some, they were unsuccessful. You see the truth here? They wanted you to fall in love so that they can tether you to this karmic loop here, karmic cycle. And they wanted you to feel numb. Whole time they was a red flag. So they were love bombing you to make you feel like you had chemistry, but you don't. In reality, they're just mirroring you back to you. So it's your energy that they're mirroring back to you. Your energy or either your personality that they're mirroring back to you to make you feel comfortable and open to disarm your critical thinking and disarm your intuition. They want you stuck on them and addicted to them. They may even encourage you to self-medicate. So whatever, they might be encouraging you to do some type of drug here. This is a risky situation. Call your energy back, Kizzy. That's Kizzy say call your energy back and disconnect. Disconnect, call your energy back. She right about that. And be very mindful of who you giving your body to. Your sacred yoni or your sacred phallus for the man. Everything is not what it seems. Right? This person could be doing some reading up on you, gathering information on you. Unpredictable intentions. So their intentions are not right here. Yeah, they don't want you to see the truth with the light bulb in the reverse. They don't want you to see this truth. They don't want you to see who they truly are. Okay. This is definitely giving me demonic vibes. Masking as some type of lover. Masking as some type of a friend that's close to you. Yeah, as I look down, I see hidden lover specifically. Okay. Something about a side piece here. Maybe somebody dealing with a side piece that's taking their money or asking them for money all the time. Or even trying to get pregnant by you. Or want to, or they, if you're a female, maybe they got somebody pregnant. You just found out that, yeah, because they play a lot. They players. Playing a field, all that goofy shit. What else is here? Yeah, lust and greed. They can't help themselves. They don't have no self-control. Yeah, they trying to cuff you. They trying to cuff you literally, right? They want to be able to cloak themselves onto you energetically. Bind you. Okay, when I see cuff, I'm thinking about binding you, right? And then chain right behind that. I'm trying to tell you, this is what they planning to do. Okay, and then, you know, they want you to lose everything and be codependent on them. Okay, They sneaking around. They think they slick. They trying to chain you, and they're using sex. They're using lust or lust. You might just feel a strong lust energy. Okay. I mean, you can feel it even if you haven't gotten physically active with this person too. Whoever this is, you can just feel like all they want to do is talk about sex. Even if you ain't talking about sex, they want to come change the subject back to that. Or just make you feel uncomfortable, right? They wearing masks. They wearing masks. And they desire to be lustful. So that's what that's all they got to offer you. This person don't have shit to offer you. Say you very new with all of this. Yep, secrets revealed, Ashe. Secrets revealed. You could be 36. Birthday could be in March, June. Queen Sheba, Queen of Sheba. Okay, secrets revealed here. Yeah, they're trying to manifest you. They may even be using shame. Somebody's trying to use shame as a tactic to manipulate you. Okay, so even if they're trying to either encourage you to join this sex cult that's out here, or they may even have some type of information that could expose you. Something to that extent here. Yeah, they want to keep you tethered. They don't want you to go through a rebirth here. So they definitely could be trying to use some form of shame to keep you tethered to this cycle here. Yeah, self-sabotage and pleasure. They wanted you to find pleasure in sabotaging yourself. Seasons and joy. This was only supposed to be for a season here. Yeah, you come from a divine lineage. What's this here, Spirit? So if they can try to either discourage you on your path, delay you on your path, you know, then they will, because you are creating divine grids, or, you know, anchoring in those ancient divine grids that were never meant to be tampered with. Okay. Zero corruption. But you live in your truth, right? So even if they try to shame you into not living in your truth, or try to one up you with whatever information they're trying to collect on you, okay, it's not going to work. Don't allow it to overpower you. You know, accept you know, a lot of the Divine Collective already accept the shit that we did in the past, whatever that may look like. You've healed from that. You've overcame that. They can't weaponize it against you. Hell, you probably talk about it. You know, it's nothing. But they will try to use your past against you, okay? Desire is here as well. Your birthday could be in August. Be a Leo. That's what I'm getting. Desire, fire. Yeah, creativity. Telling y'all, they wanted to create off of your energy. They was trying to build a successful life off of your energy. So that card came out, Dirty Money. Right? Dirty Money. They're doing something. 7 sisters. I feel like I said that yesterday. 7 sisters. So the energy of 7 sisters is here. That's creativity. Okay. Yeah, liberation. So you could be 37, or you might have a 12-year-old child, an 8-year-old child. This message is for you, Queen Mother Nanny. Liberation. Yeah, you're free. You're not letting those shame tactics, fear tactics, intimidation tactics, silencing tactics keep you from living in your truth and being liberated and being free and living in your birthright. We all got a story to tell, you know. We all got a story to tell from when we were unhealed and unhinged, you know, traumatized, abused. We all got a story to tell. But one thing I will say is, as a chosen one, you don't just purposely try to harm others. That's the difference. We don't just purposely try to harm anyone else or create uncomfortable situations for others, because we always had a heart. We always had, you know, that sense of empathy and love and the consciousness. So, right, miracles, liberation, miracles. So whatever they try to expose on you, Divine Collective, it ain't got shit on what they be doing behind the scenes. We are, the cards is here. We see what they doing. Yeah, they naked. You see that? They naked for real. They're exposed. Whatever they trying, they got no tea on me. Whatever tea they trying to collect on the Divine Collective, it's not, it doesn't compare to the diabolical shit that they got going on. So I ain't ever worried about nobody trying to expose me either, because I live in my truth. Hell, I'll talk about it quick. I'll talk about it in a heartbeat, because I understand, you know, that's how we connect on the soul level, when we can talk about our experiences. So motherfucker can never say, oh, I know this about you. I know this about the Divine Collective. Oh, okay. Tell me something we don't know. Right. You're a wounded healer. And that's what always protected you and saved you. You know, you're a wounded healer. You never wanted the worst for people. Right? They wounded you. So Sekhmet is here as well. Okay, you're in your power. You're on your throne here. Yeah, you dealt with a lot of betrayal. The wounds came from betrayal, secret betrayals, or, you know, family betrayals, relationship betrayals. They never wanted you to speak up about your truth, because when you tell your truth and your experience, you expose them and their systems and their inversions and perversions. You expose them. Okay, somebody could be 33 here, or be a master number 33, life path number. You can be a life path number 8, 3. They got 33 out here twice. Life path number 7, 1, 2, and 6. Yeah, and grief and betrayal. You had many dark days here. Is what I'm getting. You know, because betrayal and grief cards are dark. You know, but when you look at that, you become a goddess. You become, you know, you've integrated the dark and the light. It's giving like Black Widow vibes here. Okay, you learn how to be in your power, on your throne, in your own energy. Betrayal and abandonment. Exactly. That's what I'm getting, Chantel. These many wounds, right? And you're a healer. But, you know, Spirit is saying you didn't deserve it. That's not what I'm saying. You did not, nobody deserves to be abused. But it was also the trauma that activated your awakening. Yeah, that manifestation and intuition. Okay? Because you had to learn how to survive and thrive and balance and heal yourself, alchemize within yourself, turn pain into power. Exactly. Because if you can heal yourself, then you can heal. You are a healer, right? So it's like, that's a powerful thing. I got the number 9 here. Exactly. Manifestation. This is an end to a new beginning for you, Divine Collective. Soul forgiveness and intuition. You are the creator of your reality. As above, so below. Yeah, see, she got that black and white dress on. Black and white to me represents balance. Divine masculine and feminine energies within. Intuition. Yep, divine lineage. I got that in the reverse this time. And grounding. Soul forgiveness. Okay, so you are doing a generational curse breaker. You are re-anchoring into your divine lineage. Okay? Because remember earlier in the read, I was saying that somebody a few generations ago or several generations ago made a covenant with some dark entity. Okay? They were supposed to sacrifice you. They were supposed to, perform these humiliation rituals on you strategically, purposely, right? That was their way of sacrificing you or trafficking you spiritually. Okay? So you come from a divine lineage though. So you had to do a lot of soul integration from generations behind. So generational curse breaker is what I'm getting here. You had to learn how to ground and how to recalibrate your nervous system. Okay. You may even spend the period of time in your life where you were overly sexual. Okay. So you had to understand the importance of your sacred yoni and phallus and have sacred lust, right? Be more mindful, more strategic of who you allow into your creative portal. That's what I'm getting. Okay. You live and learn. Be mindful of who portal you're entering if you are a male. Okay? Take it how it resonates. What else do we have for the collective as we close out? It's almost time for me to get off here. Mentor, you're about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. So some of you are coming in contact with your soul tribe. Okay, and you got the magic touch here. You are accessing true magic from deep within. Right. The same magic that your divine lineage are giving you. Yep, you've been approved. This is a new door for you. Yeah, you're going through an awakening, collective. Right? So everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. Choose to approve yourself and others will too. Your prayers have been answered. A new door is being held open for you. And you are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. Okay? Ashe. So as we conclude this investigation and we have exposed these spiritual criminals who have violated divine law and order, okay, we now return them to the galactic jurisdiction and federation. May justice be upon and delivered to the divine collective swiftly. So it is done. Ashe. Here go my Gravel, y'all. But I'm going to leave y'all there. Have a big, beautiful day on purpose. With a purpose. If you want a reading, don't forget to either inbox me or you can send it to the Cash App with your email. Okay, I usually record my readings and send them to you through I forget it, but you'll have it. Okay, you'll have the reading in your email or through this app. Okay, click all the links. Go follow on, subscribe to the YouTube, do all of those good things. And what else? The Healing Trauma ebook. Okay, if you're just beginning or you want more understanding, or you want to take a route where it's easily digestible and understandable, purchase the Healing Trauma ebook. Okay, you say you have a wonderful day. Thank you for enlightening. Ashe, you say, do I have a Venmo? I do have a Venmo, but I don't really use it because people don't usually send there. But for you, I'll just have to open it up and give you the email attached to it. I think it's Lady Isis 144. But I got to make sure. So if you want a reading, just inbox me, okay? And in a general read, I'll typically give you, it'll be general, but I'll focus a lot on which chakras need healing, okay? So it'll be like a chakra general read too. So whatever comes out on top of the chakra realignment. Say, please do. I can book a reading. Okay. I will. Shout out to the YouTube family. I'm going to post this to YouTube for y'all as well. You know, I feel like they be suppressing my stuff on YouTube. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And you want to... Kim says she want to read it. Yeah, just inbox me. It's fine. All right. It's 12:33 where I am. So they could be 3:33